Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Patty, the Dazzling Diva, and I am a part-time reseller on sites such as Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And what I have for you today is what sold for me on these platforms the last week of February and the beginning of March. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to go ahead and stay tuned. And I'm also going to at the end go over whether or not you should be doing in and sell similar on eBay. If you're not familiar with what that is, I'll explain it to you, why some people do it, and see if maybe it's a strategy that you should utilize to sell more on eBay. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with my eBay sales. The first sale that I have, it is a book, The Best American Erotica 2007. And I got this from a book drop with Amazon Returns. It's a store where every day there were different prices, and on Wednesdays they had everything 50 cents. I have since learned that the store has closed. I'm really sad about that, but I'm going to try to make it to the bins that's closest to me to start picking up more books, because on eBay I can list, I have a eBay store, but in the books category, you can list up to, right now, you can list up to 1,000, and it doesn't count towards the amount that goes towards my store. So that's why I like to incorporate books into what I am selling, not only because I like selling books, but also because I can get more listings out there without it eating up my store listing credits. Next, we have this Disney Parks Tagalongs Toy Story Buzz Lightyear. Really cute. I've never seen this before. What happens is that it has like a little magnet at the bottom, and the child can attach it like to their shoulder, and it can go along with them while they're at the Disney store. So it did, even though it has $14.90 right here, it did sell on an offer for $9. Next, I have this lot of American Girl books. A lot of times I will save up the American Girl books, but I find them and sell them together because they sell better as a lot. I do the same thing with the movies. And so this lot did sell via promoted listing for $12.95. I do promote all of my listings at 5%. And a lot of times I was doing 10%, but I put it down to 5% because I found that a lot of people still were not, pretty much buying it outright. I was still sending offers. So this way I do it at 5%, get people's attention. If I have watchers, then I usually send out another like 10 to 15% on items. But again, this lot of 4 books sold for $12.95 plus shipping, because I do not, for almost all of my items, I do not do free shipping. Next, we have this Super Wings 5-inch transfer agent trace airplane. I did not know what this figure was, and this is one of the instances where Google Lens is your friend. If you don't know what Google Lens is, it is a little icon that's on the Google page, and you click on it and you can take a picture of the item, and it'll help you identify what items are if you don't know what they are. This came in a lot of toys, and this one little plane sold for $9.99 via promoted listing. This right here shows why you should always look up doll accessories, especially bottles, because this one little bottle sold, it is a Lovabella. I'd never heard of it before, but I can tell that it was vintage, and it did sell for on promoted listings and for on an offer for $35.09 just for this little bottle. Next, again, this shows why you look everything up. I got this in a lot of toys, and it just looked like nothing. It was just this little plastic plane, but I can tell that it was also a whistle. So that seemed interesting, and I knew it was vintage, so I went ahead and looked it up. And sure enough, it was valuable. This little plane sold for $11.66, and I probably had a quarter into it from the lot of toys that I bought. Next, we have this Fisher-Price Loving Family dollhouse, and it did, as you can see in the picture, it did light up and it did play music. I did ship it without the batteries, not only because I didn't want it to end up getting corroded, because I'm finding that the Fisher-Price furniture and everything that I have is taking a little bit longer to sell. So I didn't want it to corrode, and I also didn't want it to go off during shipping. But someone sent me an offer for $8.50, and because I've had it for a little while, I went ahead and accepted. This is an instance where I break my no free shipping rule, because on the listings for these types of things, and I find this with beauty products a lot, everybody was offering free shipping. So to be competitive, and these four itself probably still don't weigh over the 4 or 5 ounces, so it's not going to cost a lot to ship. I found these in a lot and paid about 50 cents a piece for them, so I only have about a couple of dollars into the whole thing. So I'm still making a good profit, and it sold for my asking price of $15.70 via a promoted listing. And we have this Adidas track jacket. Nice jacket. I got it in a lot. I used to get the Goodwill Blue Box lots, and this came in that box, and I probably had like $2.50 in for it. Someone sent me an offer of $15, and because I've had it for a while and we are coming into the spring and summer months, I went ahead and accepted. So I did sell it for the $15. And then last this week on eBay, these Wrangler jeans, I have had them for a little bit. Wrangler, if you can get them cheap enough, they will sell. They won't always sell for a lot, but someone offered me $15, and I went ahead and accepted. So next we are going to Mercari. And Mercari, I actually, as you're going to see, I sell more on Mercari than I do Poshmark these days. And I've heard some people say, wonder about Mercari. Mercari is a great site to sell on. Some people pick and choose what they sell on Mercari, but I would just list everything over there. It is free. I think they do have a great way to promote your items, and my items get seen more on Mercari than eBay because it's not oversaturated. And so this week, like on Monday, I sold 3 listings, which is a lot for me to be selling in one day on Mercari. And I realized that day, reason why I sold a lot is because that Sunday I hadn't done any cross listing, and so on Monday I was cross listing a lot, and so the result were a lot of sales that day. So I do try to cross list at least 5 items a day to other platforms like Poshmark and Mercari, but I'm going to, especially on Mercari, make sure that I'm either cross listing or listing 10 items a day over there so I can get more sales over there. So, but if you're interested in checking out Mercari, I do have a link below where you can get $10 if you're a first-time customer there to buy. It doesn't have to be from me. It can be from anyone. Go over there and check it out. And also you can get $20. The promotion right now is $20 for you to sell. So go ahead and check out my link below and see what their promotions are for right now. But the first sale that I'm going to go over there is for this pretty Ralph Lauren purple striped shirt, no iron, and it is a size large. It sold for the $20.84. Then we have these Chico's chocolate pants. They were a size 3, which is a Chico size 16. A little bit, you can see from the tag, it's an older style. So someone sent me an offer for $15. I did accept. I got this in a mystery box. So I went ahead and accepted offer for $15. Next, we have this cute Dakin vintage bear that sold for $35. And I think I picked this up. I don't know if I picked this up at a Goodwill or if I got it in a plush mystery box. Next, we have this ASAP Yams hat. I did not know what this was. I'm thinking my research showed me that I think it's an artist who has passed away, but I did have to use Google Lens for this. Someone sent me an offer for $10, and I got it in a mystery box hat lot, so I didn't have anything but a couple of dollars into it, so I went ahead and accepted. I think each hat ended up being, I think, like $1.50. So next we have this nice coloring book that I got. I paid maybe 50 cents for this. I got it at the Amazon returns place. Someone sent me, or I sent out an offer for $8 on that. Then next we have this set of Mickey, Minnie Mouse, and Daisy Duck Fisher Price. I got a whole bag of Disney little people, and I light them up into like characters. Like I have Goofy and Mickey, they were bakers, so I tried to put them together. And I do this with, unless it's something that's very unique, I lot at least 2 little people together. And now I'm thinking that I need to go through for the ones that I've had for a while and put 4 in a lot, because I think the 4 would still be, you know, under the pound, so it'll still be economical. So this sold on an offer that I sent out for $10. And then next we're going to Poshmark. Poshmark, I do not know what to say about it. It is very, very slow for me. Lately, I hardly make any sales over there. So I'm using it kind of like as a last ditch place where I am maybe selling things that like on clearance kind of. So I'm trying to send out better offers over there to see if I can get a bite on my listings. But as you can see, I only sold 3 things over there this week. So the first being this seashell napkin holder. It sold for $18, and I did have a discount go out for this. I do use Posture VA, which is a Chrome extension that does things such as share my listings, because you do have to share on Poshmark if you want to make sales, but I have over 1,000 items, so I'm not doing that manually myself. It does that for you. Can list and relist. It can also one of the things that it does is 5 minutes after somebody likes an item, I have it set to where it sends out a percentage off and a discount. You can set it for whatever you have. I've been experimenting. I have 10%. I used to have anywhere from 15 to 20%, but I have it at 10% now. So it did sell with the discount. Next, I have this INC International Sparkly Sequin Cami. This one actually got purchased outright for the $17. It's a nice top. I think I got this in a mystery box lot because I normally do not pick this brand up unless it's like new with tags or it's something significant about it. And lastly, I have this cute Lotso figure, and let's see how tall it is. It's a little bit taller, yes, about between like 3.5 inches, but of course this is from the Toy Story movie. It sold for the $13 plus the discount. So when all said and done, I made about $7 on this, but it came in a lot of toys, and this is one of the reasons why I bought a lot of toys, and I think I only paid like $1 or $2 for the lot of toys. So I have very little into it, so it was a good profit. So if you're not selling on Poshmark, you would like to sell on there, I do have a link below for a referral. Of course, for these referrals, I get like a little bit of a kickback, but if I'd only refer things and products that I am actually using. And as you can see, like even though I did not make a lot of sales on Poshmark, these are 3 sales that I would not have made if I did not cross list. And one of the products that I use to cross list is Vendu. It is very economical, and it has auto delist. You don't pay extra for that. That's part of the package. But the thing I like about Vendu is you can start off at a lower package and you can add 20 items at a time. So you don't have to end up with a whole bunch of items that you're going to lose because you're not cross-listing that much. It's especially good for part-time buyers. So let's go over, those are my sales on those platforms, but let's go over, I don't know if you are familiar with eBay ending and sell similar. This is something that a lot of, well, not a lot, but some of the sellers that I watch, they do this religiously and swear by it for sales. So what happens is you go ahead and you end your listing and do a sell similar, and what happens is it is treated as a new listing by eBay. Now with that in mind, if you are using any kind of services like cross listing, just keep in mind that your item is going to have a new number. So when your item sells on another platform, you're going to have to make sure to go and sell it on eBay. Vice versa, it may not be linked in the system. So just keep that in mind. But I used to do this a lot, but then as my items got more I got more items on eBay, I just found it to be a little bit cumbersome because I have, a lot of items over there, and I found that I was getting a lot of watchers, but it wasn't necessarily culminating into more sales. However, you do need to periodically refresh your listings so they don't get stale in eBay. And I saw a reseller that said that she went to some kind of eBay conference and that it was a year. I think a year, your listings are kind of stale on eBay. So I figured that I would at least every 6 months do the end and sell similar, do it in October, to give my store a refresh before, during fourth quarter, and around like March, April to give it a refresh. Because one good thing that it does, it lets you see what you have. It lets me see, because I do sell a lot of toys, as you can see. Like we have like the little Care Bear and some of these little items that I have. It does let me see some items that I may need to pull and may need to lot up, or maybe some clothes that I know that I've had for a while that I need to maybe send to auction or lower the price. So one of the things that I do is I like to mark it here to let me know that I have it, do the drop down and do the sell similar and open it in a new tab. And I do that all the way down for the ones that I want to do at one setting. And then I go up here under actions and then end the listings, because you are going to need to end the listings before you relist them, because especially if you don't make any changes, eBay is going to see it as a duplicate listing. But another thing that I like to do is I like to come over and see, like this column right here is how many views it has, and then also like how many watchers that it has. And I like to look at that to tell me if maybe I need to lower the price. If I've had it for a while, it's not getting a lot of views, not getting a lot of watchers. maybe I need a lower price, maybe I need to take it down and just sell it on Mercari. But just keep in mind though, when you do this, if you do want to do this, you only want to do this for items that are already going to end anyways. So if it's not already by the time that you have left, you want to make sure that you do that, because you don't want to end something that has like 25 days left, because everything, it is going to be a new listing. So you're going to be eating into whatever listings that you have allotted for the month on eBay. But if it's going to end anyways, then it's not a big deal. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do end and sell similar for the rest of the month on eBay. Also keep up with listing at least 5 to 10 items on eBay a day, and then see what happens at the end of March. If I notice a significant increase in the amount of sales that I have, so I can see like what happens. I'm also going to notate like how many watchers I'm getting per day on my listings. So then I can get a better view and see if I need to do the end and sell similar more often. Right? So what do you think? Are you doing the end and sell similar? Do you have any other strategies on either eBay, Poshmark, or Mercari that's helping you make better sales? Make sure to comment below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you found anything in this video helpful. And not only do I do what sold videos on this channel, but I also do unboxings, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And coming next month or in the next coming weeks, I'm also going to start doing some thrift with me. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day.